Welcome and thank you for joining us for the Behind Enemy Lines podcast on IAXISRADIO. Hold on to your seats and enjoy the podcast. Like, share, subscribe, and hit that notifications button for future shows. IAXISRADIO, the future of radio and podcast, no limit.
IAXISRADIO, WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Hello, it's me CEO. Now let's get behind enemy lines with WIZZ and Gatekeeper on IAXISRADIO.
Girl, it's been a while since I told you I love you, and it's been a while since I made up for all the times I did you wrong. You know I get so busy, and you sticking with me is something that I don't wanna forget. No, and girl, I'm gonna show you how much I love you, how much I need you. I want you to know that I appreciate you sometimes. I don't know how to say it, girl.
What's the best way to tell you I love you without falling flat? More flowers and cards, you got a ton of that. More trips off the coast, maybe with a toast. You see I'm putting in time, really need to vote. Head full of these words, only want to quote. I choose you over the gold, that's the end quote. What I don't say, I attempt to show. On a journey through night, I'm guided by your glow. So best when you check, yes, over no. Ever question how I'm feeling, ain't no letting go. Center of my world, you a living pearl. Say it to the world, like I do to you. When I can't find the words, it be getting tough. You put a hold on the time when I get a touch. Get your mind out the gutter, I don't mean that. On this page I write facts and I know that.
It's been a while since I told you I love you, and it's been a while since I made up for all the times I did you wrong. You know I get so busy, and you sticking with me is something that I don't wanna forget. No, and girl, I'm gonna show you how much I love you, how much I need you. I want you to know that I appreciate you sometimes. I don't know how to say it, girl.
Most of the time I'm too focused on the grind to even let our home problems cross my mind. I knew I should've took a step back from my rhymes, but I thought dollar signs and half-naked dimes. That really was vibes, it never was true. I don't even know how I got up off you. I should've stayed home, but I ran into the road. Kept sneaking out, heart being cold. Looking at you now, I finally understand. It took me a while to turn into this man. I knew I had it in me, many nights felt empty. Without you, baby, what would it really be? Another desert storm tearing down every farm. On them nights when it's cold, I'll keep you warm. Word on everything, I put that on me. You'll never feel like you're lonely.
Girl, it's been a while since I told you I love you, and it's been a while since I made up for all the times I did you wrong. You know I get so busy, and you sticking with me is something.
Yes. Welcome back. Happy Saturday. It's between 5 to 7 p.m. on a Saturday, every other Saturday. So you know what time it is, Wiz?
It's time to line up.
And you better believe it, man. IAXISRADIO, yes, it is Behind the Enemy Lines. Behind the Enemy Lines is a podcast where we talk about relationships from the male's point of view, but we don't exclude the ladies. So make sure y'all are tuned in. We want to thank everybody that's tuned in right now. Shout out to Eva Allen, you know what I'm saying, all the other people that are tuned in right now. We want to ask that y'all do us a favor, though, man.
Yes.
Take this time to tag at least 10 people. Send them this video. Let them know that we live. Let them know that this is the show that y'all want to be on, because we're going to be talking about some relationship stuff. Shout out to Lady D in the building. Shout out to Miss Salter in the building. We finally got Salter back. She was gone for a while, man. She was watching Sisters and all that. You know what I'm saying? She had to be focused, man. She's finally back, though. We glad. Welcome back. You know what I mean? So everybody take this time to share the live, and we appreciate y'all. We got some dope topics happening for y'all today. We got a special opening for y'all in a minute. You know what I mean? To get back to what we talking about with Black History Month. We ain't forget y'all. Yeah. Of course, y'all know we got dope topics. We're going to have those. At about 6:15, we're going to have the wild card. And for the wild card, you know what that is, right, Wiz? What's the wild card, Wiz?
Where people can go crazy.
Go crazy. So we want y'all to go crazy. The wild card is a special segment that we have at about 6:15 where, we might be talking about whatever. We could be talking about how y'all feeling about Trump and what things they got going on. But if y'all want to switch it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Are y'all on TikTok Live? Not yet. I was going to go on TikTok from my phone, but I think next show I'm going to be on TikTok for sure. And Al's working on getting us on TikTok. So not yet, but we're working on it. We're in progress.
We're working on that.
So during the wild card, if we're talking about something that you don't want to hear, but you got a hot topic you want to talk about, it is your chance, ladies and gentlemen, to either call in 347-708-0216 with a topic, or you can put it in the chat room. You know what I mean? We'll read it. We live right here. Okay, they always ask us, why y'all don't have another person on the panel? Every now and then we'll bring the panel in, you know what I'm saying? Have some guys, some girls, just to have the diversity, you know what I'm saying? We ain't afraid of DEI.
Don't say the word.
I ain't afraid of DEI.
Don't say that.
I ain't afraid of that. I do the DEI. You know what I'm saying? I get a diversity. But y'all already here with us, ladies and gentlemen. This is live interactive. All right. Can we say that, Wiz? Interactive?
Yeah.
All right. So we want y'all to leave y'all comments. Everybody here is a co-host.
And that's what you mean.
Don't
be
everything
afraid.
Don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? So we got a nice topic for y'all. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't, I got a nice one for them. You know what I call it?
What?
Good lesson, bad lesson. All right. I'm going to leave it at that. Good lesson, bad lesson. All right. That's for the wild card. If you guys don't have one, good lesson, bad lesson. I'm going to just leave it at that. All right. After that, we have what we call the pressure check. That's about 6:30. Now, the pressure checks when I'm reaching the Rolodex, and Wiz is still looking for his number to call. You know what I'm saying? And this is also a segment that we open up to y'all people as well that might want to be a part of that pressure check. Talk about how mad everyone is that someone is auditing the government checkbook. Yeah, I like those. That's why I like to share those videos. And actually, they help me learn that the Constitution is number one. Then it's your laws, you know what I mean? And then it's, the rules and regulations you might have to have in the company. Shout out to Hair and Makeup. She's on the check-in. I forgot about that. Shout out to South Carolina in the buildings. Emma Witherspoon, she said hello. We thank y'all. Please continue to share this. We're trying to break the internet, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
Let's break the internet.
Share it.
All right. Talking about all this black love, black power. Share the black love. Share the black power. Black History Month. So at 6:30, we want to have a pressure check. And like I said, the pressure check is when we take our time to call somebody to get their view. If you want to be on the pressure check, just reach out to me at Gatekeeper 718 on Instagram or BHL Family 52 Yahoo, where you can say, hey man, this is my number. They scared to say what they want to say. Call me, and we want to hear from you, your point of view. Okay, that's what we do. That's what we call it pressure, man.
That's right.
Get the pressure check on, all right. So we got somebody lined up for that, and then at 6:45, we got our favorite. Our artist segment brought to you by Metal Mastermind. Our artist segment, all right. We got something special. Last night we was out, man. We need the AAP card. But we need the AAP card. Right? Tell them what happened.
Word. Listen. It was a movie last night.
It was a movie last night.
It was like, no, it was a series because it was long.
It was long.
Personally, I thought I was in season 17.
17.
Started at season 1.
Red is in the building. What's up, Red?
What up, Red?
So yes, we was at the listening party yesterday to hear the great Skrilla Gambino, you know what I'm saying? And we heard some great music, so he's going to be on Chucky's Cut today. So make sure y'all get on and stay on about 6:45. Y'all going to get it exclusive. Can we say exclusive, Wiz?
That's right, it's exclusive.
Exclusive, all right? Yeah. Skrilla Gambino, you know what I'm saying? Yes. It's written in blood. We'll be out soon. And I'm going to tell y'all artists, man, don't be doing me like that, man. Give me your setup on the music and then send me home with nothing.
Yeah.
No, they ain't right, Skrilla. We're going to talk about that.
Skrilla, we're going to talk about
Moon is
that,
in the building. Hi, Moon. Thanks for being tuned in.
What up?
Summertime is coming, Moon. You might have to come back and do a visit, because she's a personal trainer, I believe. You know what I mean? Summertime coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got to get my summer body ready, man.
My summer body's already ready. I got cash. I'm doing what Saquon was doing. You know, I'm drinking those beers all day. So we have Crowd Die Live, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you stay on that 645. The Vote to Keep or Kill. The track by Skrilla Gambino. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And it's gonna be a dope joint. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Dope joint. Shout out to everybody that I met last night, and I look forward to having more conversations with them on everything that we got going on. So like we said, we got dope topics for y'all. Shit, I give them a taste of the topics now. Make them wait. Y'all want a taste of the topics now, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, y'all want to wait. All right, I'm gonna give you a taste of the first one. You know, since we talked about personal training and all that other good stuff, and now you got Lizzo out here painting pictures of, you know what I'm saying? Bye, bitch. That's what she said, right? When she painted a picture of over her face. Because now she done lost a little bit of weight and she got the tank in the back now showing off. So it made me wonder. Eye candy, Wiz. You know what I call eye candy? You know what I'm saying? What you call it's that? Like candy. You know when you hear that song, you think about seeing that thing. You know what I'm saying? 30, 40, 10. How they say it back in the day? Them 10, Mrs. Parker, Mrs. Parker. Eye candy are unattainable images destroying your relationship. Is the social media and what you seeing, because you know somebody also said about Lizzo. What?
You know I put Lizzo picture on my screensaver.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. We outside. We out putting up the new one. We outside.
Like, that's my
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like she looking like she made me think about Missy when she said I lost a couple in my hip fold. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Lost a couple pounds in my waist fold. Yeah. You see my baduka. I said, go ahead, Lizzo. Are we letting the eye candy destroy my relationship? Because if Lizzo could do it, I might have to go home and start some trouble with.
Man, listen.
I'm already on the couch. I might as well say some shit on the couch.
Listen.
I might have to say, you got to step up the standards. I want to see some don't. Is eye candy destroying your relationship? We need to know the truth. Y'all get to tell us. Topic number 2, if we get to it. You know, in football, you know what I'm saying, back in the days, you saw when my man Denzel said, you know, we're going to run that misdirection. You know what I'm saying? That means everybody go one way, but we really want the play to go the other way. It's always been a successful trip. Misdirection. Women speak in circles while men speak in a straight line. Is it true or false, ladies and gentlemen?
I would say it's true.
It's true. You know what I'm saying? Because I come in and I be like, I'm hungry, right? And they be like, well, what you want for dinner? I'm like, I'm hungry. Well, I went to the store, but then when I got to the store, I had to talk to Betty. And then Betty said that she's talking to Bobby, and then Bobby fell. So when I was going to get the chicken, but it wasn't on sale, so I had to go to the other store. Then by the time I got to the other store, then I realized I didn't have my purse, then my pocketbook. And 17 hours later, still no food.
And I'm going to bed because I'm sleepy.
Still no food.
You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
You start asking why you ain't just order the Uber Eats. And if you think I started that first, no. I got to see TD Jakes talk about it even in church. So if TD Jakes is saying it, and I still mess with TD. I ain't never left him.
It ain't no. Okay, what you want?
Come on.
Even when you ask them what you want to eat.
Oh my God. And then it'd be the simple thing. Like, you know, in your relationship, how does the misdirection affect your relationship?
Listen.
Do you love me? Well, I don't know, because the last time I got mad at, do you love me? Yes or no? Check the box. We got to take it back.
Just answer the question.
Box, ladies and gentlemen. Answer the question. Don't run me in those circles.
Are you hungry?
Stop confusing me.
Are you hungry?
And then when we mess up, it's mine for men speak in circles. Red, you know we don't speak in those circles. Half of us ain't educated enough to speak in the circles. What are you talking about here? We're going to get to this.
That's what I'm saying.
We're going to get to this.
Red, don't be lying.
Red starting trouble. That's why they call her Red Spice, because she be spicing it up. Always spicing it up out here, right? Then number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Number 3, if we get to it. I'm stuck. You know what I'm saying? You ever been in a situation in your relationship where you just feel like you're stuck? Can't get out of the rut. Your foot in some mud. Your feet feeling heavy. Is it hard to transition out of a bad relationship state of mind? Not a bad relationship, state of mind, Wiz. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Is it hard?
I mean, to me, it shouldn't be, but yeah, for some people it is.
I need to know, people, is it hard? Because they be saying, well, when it's over, and I'm good, and I done moved on. And then you turn around and, you know, you having the same battles, the same issues that ain't even my issues.
And a lie detector said that was a lie.
And a lie detector said that was a lie. Traylon in the building. Traylon, Traylon, where you at, man? We need some new Daviera music now. What's going on, Traylon? You're holding out on us, Trey. We need a beat or something. Next Chucky's cut, I want a Traylon beat up here. What's going on, Trey?
That's right.
Behind out for Shout out to Vocals by Jamel, one of our sponsors. As you see, the Voice to Life tea on the table. Make sure y'all go and get that. I'll put the link up so they can go get some Voice to Life tea. It's great for singing. It's great for arguing. Because you know what I'm saying? Because Valentine's Day is over.
Yeah.
I don't hear a lot of people in the chat line telling us how Valentine's Day went. Was you a Valentine slide or was you a Valentine? You know what I'm saying? Let us know in the chat how y'all Valentine's Day went, ladies and gentlemen. So like I said, we got everything lined up to have a good conversation.
I might have been a slide.
You was a slide.
Because she had to work.
You should slide.
Well, at least she said,
oh. Al, where's the dun, dun, dun? Where's the button now? And the survey says we're not going to read this until the end of the show.
That's right.
And you talking about you got in trouble for being out late last night. If I'd have known that, you know what? I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't get no Valentine's Day gift either.
You know, I saw your gram. It looked good, man. I saw
Nah,
your Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You know, flowers and all that.
Yeah, I ain't get none of that. I popped up. with stuff, but I ain't get nothing. We digress.
Oh, but you gotta remember what we told you, right?
What?
Remember what happens in October? Remember I told you about. It'd be us.
It'd be us?
For us.
That's for us. Okay.
You know what I'm saying, you know what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying it comes in October, but it's for us.
It's for us. You know what it is. Vocals by Jamel said that Valentine's was great. We'll give her some claps on that. And then she said, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're going to turn things around for us next year. Traylon said he got you mixing and mastering our new music as we speak. I got plenty of tracks. Let's go. That's what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So before we get into this topic, and y'all heard the 3 topics, I'm going to let y'all vote while we play something special for y'all for Black History Month and vote on what y'all want to hear. My Valentine's was amazing. I'm happy to hear that for you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, did you like my gift? You know, I was a little, anyway.
Sweetie Day.
So as we...
Sweetest Day.
Sweetest Day?
Yep.
Oh, we gotta talk about
it. No, it's Sweeties. They say Sweetest Day, but I'm gonna call it Sweetie Day.
Sweetie Day in October?
You know how y'all want when they get mad, they no sweetie.
No sweetie.
But it's our day.
Our day.
Saying, that's right.
Our day. We claiming this. We claiming this.
Miss Perry, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you.
I'm send it to you.
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm saying.
I'm ready for war.
Listen. So it's the 3rd Saturday in October. Don't mess that up. Put that on your calendar.
Saturday. Put it on the calendar. 3rd Saturday, all right? How was y'all Valentine's Day? Me and Wiz got cheated on. We was the Valentines. We didn't even get no slides.
I went out Saturday and all that mess.
Yeah, you went out Saturday
and I went out in no mess. That Valentine's Day was cold, but I was home by myself.
Yeah, I was by myself for the most part.
I was watching Sisters.
No, I ain't get to it.
I was trying to find out who stabbed Gary.
I know who stabbed Gary. I'll tell you later, right? Gary crazy, man. He lost his mind. I'm sad they made him so crazy. We digress. He
been crazy.
I'm busy the 3rd Saturday. I got to go to a track meet. Well, listen, it's for me and us anyway. So just because you busy don't mean I got to be busy.
Like when we got to work?
Yeah.
What we do?
We find a way.
We either send it to the job, send it to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Like just
ain't no excuse.
Wake up in the morning.
Listen, you know what? I'll tell you about my Valentine's at the end of the show. Y'all ain't gonna believe what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? I got caught up in a situation when you gotta be careful with when you popping up at people's job and you ain't checked first because they there or they might not be there. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So as we get into some special for Black History Month, and once again, happy Black History Month to all the Black people out there doing good things. Happy Black History Month to IAXISRADIO, me and you, all the stations that are doing it for the Black and brown people, all the shows we got up here. October's all about me. No. Halloween is all about you.
31st.
Halloween is all about you.
Yes,
not the whole month. You get that right now. You get that right now. So we got something special for y'all, and then we're gonna let y'all decide which topic y'all want to get into, or we're gonna roll right into it right after this. But happy Black History Month, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
From the Gatekeeper, WIZZ, Chucky, IAXISRADIO.
Victory voice and sing till ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening sky. There's a road. We used to sing it like this. Wade in the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water. Come on, children, wade in the water. I know that God stood in trouble. Jesus, God, who has brought us so far along this way. Thou who has by thy mercy led us into a holy light. Oh, keep us forever in your path, Lord. I'm praying. Then we can sing a holy song full of the faith that the darkness has torn. Hey, we're gonna sing a holy song full of the hope that the present has brought.
Yes. Happy Black History Month, ladies
That's right.
and gentlemen. And every one of those pictures was put there on purpose. It wasn't a mistake. Go and learn something. I didn't put the names of some of the ones that were known on purpose. I want you to learn about some of those other ones that you may not know. Thank you, Vocals by Jamel. Thank you to Al for helping me put that together. And I hope y'all appreciate it. Continue. The message at the end of that was Black History is not a month. It's all the time. Take time to learn your history and teach it to your kids, your siblings, whoever, no matter if it's painful or not. But it's important that you know where your DNA has come from, where it's going, so we can continue to move forward in life. So sometimes you got to go through pain to feel the pleasure. Can I say that, Wiz?
That's right.
All right. So don't think that everyone that was in that video, and there's so many more names. Happy birthday to Huey P. Newton as well. I know his birthday just passed. Ladies and gentlemen, and for those that you that say that you support us as a people, as a race, because you can't get around certain words. We're a race. You know, we want to be one race, but we're races. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to support us, make it your job too to teach your children about Black history and about how important it is. So whether you're Puerto Rican, whether you're white, whether you're Jewish, teach them so they can give us the same respect you will want for yourself. So I thank all those people that came before me that are famous, all those people that aren't famous because you just don't know a name, and all the people that will come after I'm no longer here. Happy Black History Month.
That's right.
Happy Black History
Happy
Month.
Black.
Shout out to Daviera. She's in the building. She said Happy Black History Month. She said nice job. Where people need some more initiative to learn. We cannot always rely on someone else's to educate us. And it's the truth. And you know, I saw something the other day and I put it on my and Wiz, after that, you tell us if you guys can pick what topic you want to talk about first, or Wiz, we'll hop right into the first one. Something that I didn't know was true, and I don't know if Al, maybe you might have went through this when you were a little bit younger. I saw somebody post on Facebook the other day. It was called the Green Book, and it was the places that Black people could go safely to travel and eat, and it was like an atlas for Black people. I didn't really know that was a thing. I mean, I knew it was a thing, but I didn't know it was a thing. Shout out to Miriam Sanchez in the building, always supporting IAXISRADIO and Extremities as well. Soap Man is watching, listening. All right now, Soap Man.
What up, Soap Man?
About time you get back, Soap Man.
Yeah.
What up, Soap Man?
So Al, you remember that as a kid?
Yeah, absolutely.
What was because I never seen it. What was it like to read that book? It was just like a atlas?
Well, it was more like a directory.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get it and you know the places that you could go and you're going to be treated well. You know, there will be no disrespect. You could sit down and eat. You don't have to worry about the riffraff or the powers that be rolling up on you when you with your family trying to have a meal, or they telling you can't sit here or eat here, or you can't use this bathroom or that bathroom. Yeah, it was serious back in those days,
Wow.
man.
And my question, I guess, would be: Are we going to have to need one of those in 2026? Maybe the way things are going now with all these Nazis, not Nazi, but
You said
KKK. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they had Nazis out there
Protesting
too.
on the bridge, and them black people was, it's like it's just certain things that I didn't think I would be seeing again at the age that I'm at. I really didn't. You know what I mean? If anybody in the chat can say me, "Oh, I saw this coming," I really didn't see this coming. I really didn't. So we need to teach and put the word out there. And black people, brown people, whatever you want to call yourself, as Kendrick said, the revolution will be televised. It's being televised, ladies and gentlemen. I knew that, yes, and we had safe houses. Are we really going back to that, man?
I like that, man.
Did a movie about it and it was really good. Virgo, yeah. They would hide you as well. That is crazy. I didn't, like I said, you think you were so far removed from certain things, man, and until you see it right up in your face. Been a long time since I saw it. It was a book of places where it was safe to go and places where it was not allowed or safe to go. Also, it has states and laws to avoid. That is, are we going back to that in 2026?
It looked like that. It seems definitely like that with the way our new government is.
Unbelievable. It was a travel guide like America's needed in Europe. Like, that's crazy. Think about that. A travel guide. We have to pray. God don't like ugly. Remember, He is in charge. Yes, we believe He's in charge, and this is when we gotta lean on our faith heavily. But we also gotta go back and restudy the Constitution. And I heard that the Constitution was wrote for two different people. So you got to see where we land in the Constitution. And I like some of those videos that I've been seeing about the guys doing like public protesting with regular videos. And people are so like, what are you recording me for? And they're like, I'm out in public and XYZ and I can do that. You forget that they got you feeling like some of these policies are bigger than the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
So if the policy is bigger than the Constitution, Lord knows what's going to happen to us. Well, so like I said, ladies and gentlemen,
change it. True.
It's time. It's time. Like we said, it's time to change it. And like we said, ladies and gentlemen, the call-in number is 347-708-0216 if you want to call in. Behind the Enemy Lines, ladies and gentlemen, a podcast where we talk about relationships from the male's point of view, but we don't exclude the ladies. So let's strap in and have some fun. Where you want to start, Wiz?
I want to talk about unattainable image destroying your relationship.
All right. Eye candy, ladies and gentlemen. Eye candy. It's eye candy destroying your relationship. It's social media destroying your relationship. It's the guy in the gym that's outworking me right now destroying my relationship. If I got a keg, but my woman is sadly watching her time feed and there's 6 abs, 8 abs, 9 abs, it's the biceps not big enough. It's the hair not cut enough because, you got lucky because you got the baldy. You know what I'm saying? But, Baldy's in right now. The regular haircut is $50 a pop now. Mm-hmm. And that's when you go to the bargain. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm not getting a bargain, I can be paying $200 for a haircut. So if you ain't got the eye candy, is it messing up your relationship, ladies and gentlemen? I need to know in the comments right now. Please don't compare the Black Americans went through to the migrant propaganda today. And I need you to talk more about that, D-Chorus, because, a lot of people feel like it's the same structure or the same struggle. And I always thought that our struggle was never the same in any part of time in history.
Yeah. But you got to remember, we were stolen and brought to this land. So technically, we came by default.
By default. Eye candy, Wiz. Is the eye candy messing up your relationship? Yes or no, Wiz?
It could. Yes.
It could?
Yes.
Why? Tell us why,
Wiz. It's all about the attention.
It's all about the attention?
That the person, one of the people can get in the relationship, and it might question yo, what the heck? Why? This maybe dressing up, looking all good to go to work, but you're going to work. But when you come home with me,
what's wrong with being dressed good to go to work and not being able to dress good at home?
Listen,
what's wrong with
you
that?
know what?
What
you do? Your supervisor? What they do? Right? They give you what? They make sure that
incentives.
Evaluation.
Evaluations.
So I think we should be. They should be evaluated.
So you saying we should have relationship
evaluations
at
home
in tacit standards.
Yes.
If your woman get a failing grade, what would be the penalty for a failing grade?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
We gotta put this together.
We just drawing this right now.
We drawing up the contracts
like
right now.
We like this. That's a good question.
Yo, the Constitution is bigger than the race. It covers all humans. Well, at that point, we were still only 1/3 of a man or less than 1/3 out at some point, right, Al? The additions of foster racism, we needed them once, but now they enforce race separation. They were added to circumvent racism, but now it propagates it by not letting it die. The Constitution was written to include all. Politicians decided who it did not cover and then used that to begin to change it. I mean, but it's still our main root foundationals.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like we know, just to be honest, in my wife's case, the problem was the dates with her boss. Oh. So who wasn't the eye candy? So was he the eye candy? Was you the eye candy that fell off? You know what I'm saying? Come on, I need y'all to be honest, ladies and gentlemen. Is the eye candy destroying your relationship? Is what he used to look like because he's not like he is right now? Or is because I'm scrolling and looking at, like I said, your homegirl did it. What's her name again?
Lizzo.
Bye, bitch. That's what she said. Bye, bitch. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be calling her bye, bitch for a while. You heard what she said. Bye to the old 300 pounds. And now you got to deal with her at 255. Sexy.
I'm just saying, I always liked the Lizzo because the simple fact is she had confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is like women love men with confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Men love women with confidence.
But my thing is does she think she's a better eye candy now that she lost a couple pounds, or was she still that same confident eye candy even when she had the pound? And ladies and gentlemen, this is not a Lizzo attack at this moment. This is not, IAXISRADIO attacking nobody or Gatekeeper or the WIZZ. You know what I'm saying? That was just
Gatekeeper don't want to get hit by
media.
the Lizzo.
You know what I'm saying?
The Lizzo,
I don't mind who I get hit by. I'm just saying.
I can't even say barbs.
Yeah,
or,
but I would
beehives.
if I wasn't in an entanglement, I would have tackled Lizzo when she was 400.
Wait, what?
What? I'm in a situation, man. What? I don't know what I'm in no more. Okay, it's Valentine's Day. Things ain't right. What?
Talk to me.
What?
I guess Gay gonna need a couch, right? You got
I need counseling. What?
You know that? You got comforter?
I need a comforter. I need a pillow. At least the couch is silk.
Matter of fact, I got like 3 or 4 comforters.
Yeah, man. We prepared around here.
Some spare pillows.
I'm on probation right now. I let the sun beat me home.
Listen. I ain't on probation. I'm locked up. CO, I ain't get my meal tray. You're with who you deserve. There will be no eye candy. But vocals, the social media is playing mind tricks on people. You know what I'm saying? If you go by, she's a brick.
No, but you know what?
House. What?
You know what happens?
What happened?
You ever run social media and you be looking and then something pops up and you wish it's significant other, but you gotta go quick. You don't want to be looking too hard.
You don't want to be looking too hard. How many of y'all in the chat are guilty of that? You're on social media and then you start giving your woman the eye or your significant other the eye. Like, what's going on here?
Wait, hold on.
LOL, I found a subject we do not agree on. Wow, first one, I think. Well, which one we don't agree on? How we don't agree? Let's talk about it. A lot of people I think, me personally, and that's why it's quiet in the chat room, because they don't want to admit how much the eye candy changes the perspective in your relationship.
Think about it. They be saying, Idris Elbow, that's my boo, such and such. Oh, he look good.
Everybody my twin now, that's my bae.
Oh, that's my bae.
That's my bae. You know what I'm saying? I can't be going around calling everybody my bae. So let's talk to the men right now. And I'm being honest. This is why we talk about honesty from the male's point of view, all right?
Because we excluding the ladies right now.
I'm a man right now. I'm going to exclude the ladies. Maybe they stronger than us. But I ain't going to lie. If I see them Victoria's Secrets, you know what I'm saying? And they left and right.
Tell me the secrets.
I don't know the secret, but the secret is I want to buy
Barry
it
right
put
now.
It on
I'm Big Al voice right now.
What?
I'll take good care of you.
That's what a man is supposed to do. Go ahead, baby.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'll be there for you all time. Go ahead, baby. Give me right. I ain't gonna lie. Look, there are lots of independent women, and that's
the problem.
What? The independent women?
Yes.
Why?
Because you gotta understand, though, when a woman is independent for so long, sometimes they don't know how to reverse that role.
Reverse the role?
To be, vulnerable.
But see, I'm also want to attack it from the point of view that when your significant other, whatever you like is what you like, right? When they was chasing you and you was available, you made yourself the eye king. You did everything you needed to do. So whether it was wearing them pumps, that extra
That's
the
right.
hair with the bump, you know what I'm saying? And like Lizzo said, the ka-dunk, everything was right. And then 5 years later,
Yeah.
we singing the sad songs.
If you come home.
If you let social media dictate your life, relationships, you will never be happy. But I think that's why a lot of relationships aren't happy. I think you get a lot of superficial happiness in the pictures, but when you get to the deep dive in the dish, you find out, oh, this pie ain't cooked. You will never be happy. Social media changes up more than women change their panties. Wow. So how often they change their panties? I thought it was only like 2 a day, but is it more than that?
It depends.
It depends. So it's when you got the side, when you got the slide, you change them more than one.
You know what?
What?
I like when you ever saw that video when the guy sitting in his crib like, oh, I might get some tonight. Oh nope, I'm not getting none. No, I'm not getting none.
Salter said, I thought I was the candy until I woke up from my sleep. I think a lot of guys got like that. Because I think you have the fantasy. All right, so let me ask the question like this. Can you make your fantasy your reality?
No, I don't.
Oh, then they in trouble. Because a lot of people out there on social media, even not just on social media, but we take it back to what you said a minute ago.
Crazy.
Make it. I'm not talking about Sanaa Lathan. You know she don't belong to you, so just cut that out, all right?
Oh, okay.
Al, put the gun down. Al, put it down.
Don't worry about it. Because I talked to her last night. She said this guy is going to jail for real. He's going to be in cell next to Diddy.
Oh my God, baby, you all over your body. So even when you said a minute ago, and I'm gonna read this comment in 1 second. Even when you said a minute ago, like when you go to work and you dressed up fly and all that, you become the eye candy. You know what I mean? So even if a woman sees you and they know you're not available, it gives them a fantasy, and that's what I mean about. Can you make your fantasy your reality? You know what I'm saying? Not the deep one that's never gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, but can you see what you see at work and then go home and expect your other half to be something like that? I had to make a post on TikTok to keep the skin shows and the gold diggers out. Sex sells, but not on my pages. Listen, man, I told you last show. I said it. Fans only, all right? If they're willing to pay, stop turning down that money, man. I'm your manager for the day. Get that money. Get out there. Get that money, y'all. Get that money, all right?
That's right.
Stay sexy. Focus about your mouth says stay sexy. That's what I mean. Have you forgotten to be the eye candy in your relationship? You know what I mean? So if you were in a relationship and you know what I'm saying, and your woman or your whatever you all start making hints to you, does that mean she been looking at the candy and she needs you to step your game up?
Yes.
What do you do is?
You step your game up.
How do you step your game up? So for the guys that are missing this, you know what I'm saying? If she starts saying, because that last person that made that comment about the panties, see, usually when cheaters are looking for that, how many times she's switching the panties? And I mean, you getting the old draws, and then the side guy getting the new draws, the candy getting the new draws.
You wore her like you got her. You obtain her. You make sure that she feel comfortable. You wore her like how you chased her. The chase begins again.
When do you stop being the coyote chasing the roadrunner? When?
Oh, come on. When Pepe Le Pew stops chasing the cat.
So the question is, I'm going to ask y'all in the chat.
He's been chasing them for years.
Are we getting too complacent? Adjust your expectations to fit your reality. Now, Al always tells us, step your mother effing game up. Shout out to my brother Kev. Kev, man, hopefully you get here this year. We've been waiting for you to come sit in this chair and share this conversation with us. And make sure you put your apparel logo in there. It's a black-owned business, man, because we make sure we support ours around here.
That's right.
But when you get to the point of, and it's funny how those loony cartoons have real messages in them, yo. And some of those messages are still relevant to this day. Like, He kept chasing. The coyote is chasing that road runner. You know what I'm saying? So if you need to continue to chase, how do you keep the chase alive in you? How, ladies and gentlemen? Because we become so busy, we become so over. What's the word I'm looking for? Over stressed with everything that we got going on. Sometimes you get too tired. Are we too tired to be eye candy anymore?
Yeah, we get like.
Never. Your woman is supposed to be the road runner. Women, that's in the chat. Are y'all still being the road runner so we can be the wily coyotes?
I don't chase off of no man. I ain't doing that.
Yeah, that's where we at now.
I'm the prize.
Oh my goodness. Laugh out loud. My man, my checkbook stopped looking so sexy. Nah, I don't compete. She either want me or not. It's easy to lust, but priceless to love. Now, what do you feel about that? What do you feel about that? Ladies and gentlemen, what y'all feel about what he said?
Use that as a comment.
Say that again for the people in the back. Al, can I read that again for the people in the back? Shout out to Primal Luxury Clothes to make sure y'all get that. I'm going to just read the end. It's easy to lust, but priceless to love. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, I need to know, is that true or false information? Is that true?
That's true.
How you feel about
That's
that?
true.
It's easier to lust?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Because I know Sanaa don't love me, so I'll be just lusting over her princess.
See, you trying to, these are not the words of Gatekeeper.
I might watch
if WIZZ disappears from the show the next couple months, you know what happened.
Yeah. I been would have made her let her make that shot and loving basketball.
We not talking about the crazy fantasies.
Okay.
We talk about
I digress.
In your relationship, you know what I'm saying, is the eye candy that you used to have, because you know at some point, you know, like I said, when that partner chased you, it was something that was attractive. Okay, how do we keep the juices flowing so we can keep our relationship like the wily coyote and the road runner? Because that's what the love is supposed to be, right? That's what he said, right?
Because we fall back and get lazy, and we maintain the love, because the lust. I'm saying a woman doesn't come on. You got to understand, love is power.
Now listen to what he just said again. Now, see, I feel like he on both sides of the seesaw right now.
I was talking about.
He said, "Can't catch what doesn't wish to be caught."
But a woman always want to be filled once it though. So you have to. She's always going to run. She's always going to run. You have
to have something to attract the opposite.
Think about
it. What you're out there. If you're not doing anything, all right. Whatever, ladies and gentlemen, real love is always better. No lusting. Shaking my head. I mean, but you got real love always seems to end up in breakups.
I'm saying,
boy, oh boy. I
what, Al? What happened? You know I ain't
so you know I gotta go biblical on y'all.
Let's go. Come on, give us some, Al. Give us some, Al.
I'm gonna start it.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep putting y'all comments in. We will get to all the comments. Go ahead, Al.
Okay.
Give it to us.
King James Version, right, of the Bible. 2 Timothy, the book of 2 Timothy, the 3rd verse. And it starts like this, because you made a statement, Gate. You didn't see it coming. Early on, you said you didn't see all this is going on. You said you didn't see it coming. And now we're talking about eye candy, right? Okay, so this thing hits so home, right? That when I read this to you and I explain to you what everything is saying, it seems like you took a page right out of the scripture.
That's crazy.
Okay, so it says, "This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come." Things do seem kind of chaotic out there, don't it?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so it says, this is what they say about us as men, and that includes the women. "For men shall be lovers of them own selves." So what do we see on social media? Everybody taking a selfie of themselves. Everybody got a page of themselves. Everybody got a profile of themselves. Everybody's looking for attention right now. And people see other people doing things, right? And they want what other people have. So they become covetous. Why you want what the next man have? Okay, they're boasters and proud. But still, they standing up in front of everybody in the world on their social media page, trying to be proud, thinking that they're it, right? Then they become blasphemers because they're talking about other people. They're denying the power of God, right? Then they, in the same breath, of being disobedient to their parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affections. And I'm not going against the LBGT community, but it says here that they are without natural affections. when you go other places, that's not natural, right? And then truce breakers. Now you can't trust nobody, right? Then they become false accusers. Now they pointing the finger at you because they want to take a back seat and don't want nobody to see what they doing. Incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. So everybody that's doing something the right way, they getting the finger pointed at them. They talking bad about them. They trying to tear them down. Okay, they trying to disgrace people and denigrate them really quick, right? And then we go into traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. Right? So the term lust was mentioned.
Yes, it
right?
was.
When we lust, that means that we move from the carnal, from our physical form. But if we take our spiritual side and put it before us, that lust goes away and we learn how to love, right? And then it says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, right? So you got some people who, they look like they're on the up and up, right? They shining, they looking good. They tell you they love the Lord, but you see them doing other things.
Every chance they get.
Right, exactly.
Every chance they get.
And then it says, from such things turn away. Right? Again, the book of 2 Timothy, 3rd chapter, 1st verse, through the, oh, I missed it. Well, just read the whole chapter.
Yeah, read the whole chapter.
Read the whole chapter.
We're going to give it to y'all. And please, ladies and gentlemen, put in the comments what y'all thought about that scripture right there. Because I know lust is supposed to be one of the 7 deadly sins, right, Al?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So now, see, my thing is can you, because when I talk about lust and why I want lust for the one I love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to lust for any woman out there. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's why my partner gets tired of me, because and I still haven't lost that eye candy for her. You understand what I'm saying? Whenever I see her, it's still that image.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a beautiful thing.
No, I'm serious. And I know it could be annoying for some relationships, because then you get all this, hey, you know what I'm saying? We can't stop touching you. We want to rob you. We can't control ourselves. So when
Smack on the butt when you walk in?
No, I don't smack. See, everybody, that don't work for everybody. See, that's social media. See, there you go.
No, I did that. I used to do that before.
I be watching that. I be like, damn, I want to try that. But that don't work for everybody. You might get in trouble. Certain things you can experiment with, but if it don't work, abandon shit. You know, don't work for me. No, that don't work for everybody. But
it don't work if I'm in the doghouse. But
a midpoint of where you, not the lust that you lusting for everything else someone else has, or you lusting just to be greedy because you got big eyes. You know, so your eyes bigger than your head. You know what I'm saying? Can you lust your partner that you love? That's what I want to talk about. That's what I want to get to. Can we get there? Is the eye candy there? If it's not there, can you get it back? Can we get it back, Al?
Well, yeah, of course we can. Okay, but the thing is to stop moving from the vessel that you reside in and start moving from the spiritual. Okay, if we start looking at the things of why we're connected as humans, it's not because of the physical, it's because of our spiritual being. Okay, and that love is higher than any love can ever come. And with that love, you don't need lust because it manifests itself automatically.
Because, you know, some of the older relationships that I see sometimes, and I don't mean to pick on the OGs, and they be in love, but they hate each other.
But that's what you call a special kind of love.
What kind of love is that? A special
kind of love.
A special kind of love. You want to read the comments, Al?
Oh, yeah, let's get through these comments before they get away from
me. Special kind of love.
So Alan says, lust is a chemical reaction. Love is a choice to stay past the lust. Most marriages fail 2 years because that's when the lust either die or turns to love.
Lust is only 2 years long, Al?
Well, see, again, like I said, that lust is part of sin. So, of course, once it dies down, of course, you don't want to stay because you're looking, your lustful spirit is looking for something else. Instead of maintaining, right, what you have and building that love. See, when you love from the spirit, you learn to build love. When you love from lust, when you're done with it, you throw it away. Right?
Yeah.
Kevin DeWitt says you have to try new things, keep things interesting.
That's what I'm saying. Go in the bedroom with some goggles on. Don't be afraid.
Alan says relationships survive when the people learn what love really is versus the feeling of lust. My ex-wife only knew lust. Love doesn't exist for her. He says, I am blasphemous. Let me get through these comments real quick. I am blasphemous. I admit that, but that's my personal internal problem to confront. Al always coming in with the logic, wisdom.
Somebody got to do it around here.
Learn lust is fake. That's programming for procreation, not long-term happiness. Lust is the most hollow thing a human can feel. Amen. Gatekeeper means he wants to feel wanted by his partner, so he feels like he is a wanted partner, not an obligation. Oh, that's dope.
That's dope.
I think.
All y'all in relationships like that where you feel like it's an obligation. Women, tell us. This is when y'all come to the front of the congregation, because some men, we come in from a hard day. You know what I'm saying? We want to smack you on the booty, see some nice things, roll around some flour, and then have dinner. Yeah. But if it's not happening, is it because we're obligated or we're expecting that? I mean, Alan told us about expecting things.
Yeah, stay away from that word.
Goggles, I'm dying. Yes, vocals by Jamel. Listen, man, ain't nothing off the table, okay? Because see, the reason why I felt this was important, to talk about. And yes, I did notice it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say something, man.
What you gonna say?
I be seeing people 7 days a week looking like roadkill, and then they go to a meeting and they get from the nails to the hair done. And I'm like, what you come to the meeting like this for?
Yeah.
You available, but you're not. See, so why are you going out of your way to create eye candy, you know what I'm saying, for places where you shouldn't be? But then when you go to the places where you're supposed to be creating the eye candy, it's nothing but chaos. You should still be able to feel like, I feel what y'all saying, that lust is a bad thing. But I think lust, if you're lusting past what you already have, then that's a bad thing. But if that lust is focused on the right place where it's supposed to be, how are we not having a good thing? And definitely, why is it not reciprocated? You know what I'm saying? We want our booty snatched too. I don't know about snatched. Now that was the time you were supposed to say pause. You dropped the ball. Look at him, Al. He over there.
No, he don't know what to say right now.
I don't know what to say.
Because you know why? Because that's probably what happened to him when he get home.
Yes.
He get his booty smacked.
I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think the eye candy thing is important. And if you're not being the eye candy of your significant other, do you not think that's important? Is that not important for you to feel like you are the eye of
you want to feel that certain way. You want your flowers too.
Mm-hmm.
As a man, you want to be acknowledged. Like, hey, you want that little compliment. Like, hey, Zaddy, you looking good.
Oh, look at him. He watching Zaddy. Man, you know what that is. But why do we always got to be in trouble before we get attention? Because see now
that lowers the task and standard for us, because I think they have evaluation for us. Okay, so he's in the doghouse this week. I don't know. He's gonna be in trouble for the rest of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the phone lines is open, 347-708-0216. If you want to call in. At home, people don't have to make the same effort to be eye candy. Yes, you do. WIZZ, do you? Al, am I wrong?
Absolutely. That's supposed
Why?
to.
That's the problem. This is why we're here.
My thing is this. If you can get all dolled up to go to work and look 1,000% better than you've ever looked, and you come home and you can't give me that at least once a week,
at least
I got
once
a problem
week.
with
We got
that.
a problem with that. At home, they have to make sure ever talk to your spouse. Ask them, when they see you as the hottest, do you want validation from your partner, or do you need validation by the world? Which is more important? See, and that word validation is a funny word. How you feel about that word validation?
I like it.
Validation gets me in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I've been told by my significant other, oh, you don't need their validation. You need their validation. But from your partner, it shouldn't be validation. If you still feel the way you feel about me, if I still rock your world when I come in the room, you know what I'm saying? Stars and stripes are supposed to shoot every time I step in the room, right? What's going on? What's going on these days?
That's right.
You know, there's nothing wrong when it comes to admiration for your partner.
Right.
And if you show that to them every day, then they don't have to worry about you not recognizing who they are.
Mm-hmm. And see, I would like to replace that with validation, admiration. If you show your partner admiration, right? Not because you say that to a girl now. Yeah, ladies, I'm talking to you. Oh, I'm not gonna be kissing his tail. He don't need to be doing all this and
don't
all
do that
that.
for
And
me.
then I don't got time for that. I'm independent. I got things I gotta worry about. Well, then when he get with Linda from the third floor accountant, you know what happened. You know what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Doing all that.
Most women respect the job or the supervisor more than the men. Let's talk about it. Is that the problem, ladies? Is that the problem, Wiz? And then they get an attitude when we try to act like we running the house. Even if we paying most of the bills, they want to act like we got a problem. You always want to feel wanted whenever you're in a dispute, argument, or just happy. Yeah, that's true. But you gotta also, matter of fact, Wiz, you handle that. Is that true?
I don't want to be on the couch, but yeah.
This guy needs. We have the witness protection program here.
Yes.
Chucky got your back, man.
Yes, because to me, validation and all that. One day,
no. We said we're gonna change validation for what? What's the word?
Admiration.
Listen, if you made a mistake and you were wrong, it's okay to say I'm sorry. Don't be like, yeah, whatever. Don't scapegoat that. Just let us know. Just like yo, I was, it's not. I mean, admiration. I was just thinking about you at work. A little nice text and all that goes a long way.
I think.
How's your day going? How's your day going?
Al, can you read that one real quick?
Miriam Sanchez says, keep the love alive, do scenarios if you really love the person.
And can you go a little bit more like what you mean by scenarios? Because, could that be, because I don't want to just change it to like it's just spicing it up in the bedroom because it's bigger than that.
Right.
It's bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? Eye candy for me is not just you being in lingerie because you could be a sexy, you know what I'm saying? And you remember that store Strawberries back in the days?
Mm-hmm.
They used to put the nice outfits and stuff. You could be sexy in something from Strawberries. Like, it don't have to be naked action. That's not what I'm talking about. What I do mean is like you said with Pepe Le Pew, not even knowing that he's chasing a cat and he's a skunk, but his eyes is always shooting. Now,
he don't even know what he's chasing.
Yeah, he don't know what he's chasing. He just know that's his
the
flavor.
moral of the story. He don't
know what he's chasing. That's his flavor. You know what I'm saying?
That's lust. See, right, Big Al?
Okay, right. Okay. All right, so we're not going to use Pepe Le Pew. He's a luster now, okay? Let's go back to the road.
Okay, you want to take it? You like this?
Let's take it.
What about, did I do that? Family Matters.
That Urkel was not lusting. He was in love.
He was in love. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. That's why I changed that. He was in love with her.
Matter of fact, we should flip that. Laura was lusting because she only was feeling for him when he turned it to Stefan. How about that? How about that? He was putting in that work. You know what? I felt that. I was the Urkel at one point. I started working out, drinking milk. Ladies and gentlemen, at 6:15, we're gonna have the wild card. You know what I'm saying? Good. What did I say? Good lesson, bad lesson. Make sure y'all stay in tune for that. Tell us what y'all think. We're gonna get back to these comments. Wiz.
Yes.
Social media. What else destroys people's eye candy? So going to meetings. I gotta go to more meetings. What else? What public places?
I'm saying,
you can't just do it when they getting dressed up for a holiday or a weekend out.
Think about it. Some of the gym attires like, yo, we going to the gym.
Gym attire. If you go to the gym and see the right eye candy, or you're going home starting an argument.
Or going out with your girls.
Going out with the girls.
Going out with us.
You're saying you're coming home from work tired. Think with your brain, what do you do? So I'm coming home from work tired. But you know what? If you got a partner that you enjoy, they re-energize you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's supposed to happen when you come home. So if you coming home and you're not getting re-energized, is it because your eye candy is not there no more?
See, but that's little things. When you coming home from a stressful day and she come home from rubber feet, talk to her. How your day? A lot of times, a woman is
Miss Sanchez getting us in trouble with.
But you gotta ask that question.
All
a woman wants the kind words of, babe. How was your day at work? You want me to rub your feet?
Miss Sanchez, we gonna get into the second topic after we do the wild card somewhere because she said conversations. How does your day go? See, when we get to that point, that's when the misdirection comes in because we talk straight and they talk in circles. So by the time she get through how her day went,
No, it starts off
it's
like
time to go to work again.
My day. Why you want to know about my day?
Answer
the question.
Answer the question. Yo, I can never get a straight answer, bro. I can never get a straight answer, bro.
I'm saying
never.
Yeah, like my day. What about my day? Which is why
you watching me? You keeping eyes on me?
You know something?
You
I don't know.
Something.
You know something? How my day was?
People need to be realistic as well. Disney brainwashed generations into evaluating from deviating from the greatest generation ideas on marriage and relationships. And that's why we want to talk about this, because even though they deviated, it's our job to have these uncomfortable conversations.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we got the protection line here, IAXISRADIO. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can do that for you. So we can get back to teaching our younger generations as well as our active generations that even though they're deviating from the script, just because they went left don't mean you have to go left.
No.
Be your partner's eye candy. There's nothing wrong with that. Can I ask you a real question?
Go ahead.
Is it important to you to be your partner's eye candy?
Yeah, because you want to be that. You want to be that star in her eye.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying you want to be that presence that she comes home and looks up to every day. Want to be with.
Mm-hmm.
Loving on.
Mm-hmm.
Respected on.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding on.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that you like, I've been missing you all day. I just needed the one to talk to you.
Just a little bit.
That's it.
Go ahead, Wiz. Write that book, man. Write that book, Wiz.
That's right.
Come on, Wiz. Come on.
Right.
Chronicles of the Wiz.
No, it's getting my ass off that couch.
Yo, you better write that. I like that. We need to make a movement, get back to being human. And he said that we lost our feeling as a species. Did we lose it, or is it everything else that's jumping in front of us not value what we're having? Is that a product of eye candy as well? If you see too much eye candy, is it making your product look like you want to return it?
Yeah, because a lot of times you gotta look at it. You competing against a lot of things. First, you got the work husband at work.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the woman at work that is hating on your relationship because she's in a stable relationship and she's trying to pick things. Oh, you gonna do that for him? Why? So you making like that, and we in trouble like that too, because when we do stuff like that, we feel
I cannot
like
confirm or deny anything he said.
I'm saying just like what Babyface said, I'll pay your rent, I'll cook your dinner and all that as soon as I get home from work.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie to you.
Men ain't doing that.
Until we started delving into simp songs, and we don't get back to that. I didn't think that was a simpish move. I thought that showed the man that was capable of doing that thing. I thought that was what a man was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And you let me know, Al, if I'm bugging. What he said right there, Al?
I don't know about being eye candy as long as I know she's honestly wants me there. I don't have to be the prettiest as long as I'm respected for the position I am in. If not, I don't know. I'll get to stepping. Okay.
But see, and when I say eye candy, it doesn't mean you have to be the buffest dude in the gym. It doesn't mean you have to have a beach body all the time. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the apple of your eye. That used to be a thing, right, Wiz? Al? Mm-hmm. That used to be a thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The apple of your eye.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what you should be. A lot of times when you're jumping in these relationships, are you jumping because that's the apple of your eyes, or she just got that brick house?
Barry White said it best. He said, my first, my last, my everything.
My everything. You know what I'm saying? And I miss that.
Let me say this. Relationships shouldn't be like work. And I hate that word obligated. Yeah, we got to go on because we obligated because we got to do this. We got to do that. I don't want a relationship that feels like work. I'm saying, yes, we got to put work into it. I mean, to put the energy in, but I don't want it to feel like you're obligated to do this. Okay, I'm saying, well, he did run my feet. I want things naturally flowing. I don't want to be like, okay, 5 o'clock, I'm gonna rub your feet, massage you. You know the regular, how they be playing as men. How we play as men. We massage. Next thing we going lower. Then next thing we trying to have sex. I don't want that.
Well,
Yeah, I kind of agree with Wiz. You know, it shouldn't have to be a thing that is either tit for tat or reciprocal because I'm doing it. Do it because it's naturally from your heart, and because that's how you really feel. Not because, oh, now I got to do it because you rub my feet or you rub my back or he cooked me dinner or he cleaned the house and I didn't have to do nothing or he took the stuff out of my car. No, it's not about that. It's really about you respecting who I am in your life. And because I'm willing to do these things for you, you should find it in your heart to be able to say, you know, that this man loves me so, or this woman loves me so. So no matter what they desire from me, I don't have a problem doing it.
All right, so I want to ask you a question. So, you know, now let's say we're in love. We're not in the lust stage, right? And you're doing all these wonderful things for your partner, and then you realize one day that they falling short on, you know, showing you that they see you. You know what I'm saying? What would be your advice to that person if you was a friend? They say, hey, you know what? Because I don't want to say neglect, because it's not really neglect. And I understand what you're saying was that you want it to be natural, but you have some humans that just aren't natural. They got to be reminded. You know what I mean? So how do they get those reminders, Wiz, Al? How do we get them to see that they're dropping something really good before it's too late?
Okay, so first, communication is everything. Okay, and again, we have to get away from the lust part of it. Okay, and you really have to entertain the fact of, do you love me spiritually? Okay, because if you love me spiritually, there's nothing that we won't do for each other. And that ends the conversation. Just like Christ loved us so that he gave his life so that those who believeth on him can have eternal life. We didn't say to him, oh, you love me, so you got to die. He says, no, I love you, so I'm going to show you what that sacrifice looks like.
And Alan said this. Let me read this, then we're going to go into the wild card, ladies and gentlemen. Alan said, hey, T, would you trade in your car for a newer model? Go in debt just because a few years newer. Sure, you would be excited for a new car, but Wiz hit the nail on the head. It should flow. If it doesn't, then address it. Either it can be fixed or should end. I'm going to be honest with you, you know, and then we're going to go into the wild card. Sometimes you can't save the old vehicle, even if you paid it off. So some might say, oh, it's only a couple years. A couple years, a lot can change in that model in a couple years. So if you're really not happy, no, but it is what it is. We're all changing. So how is that car keeping up with my needs? See, the only reason why the car hasn't been traded in is because it's keeping up with my needs. If my needs are changing and the vehicle can't be upgraded, then we get into a point where it's no choice.
Well, it's a basic car like that, take you here and there, but you can't go down south with it.
Then I don't want that. I want something that can go to any state I needed to go into at any given time. So, ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned. We got the wild card coming on for y'all right now, and we're going to get into the wild card right now, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we switch gears to the wild card, and we got one for y'all. Okay, good lesson, bad lesson. But you can also drop something in the chat. And after we watch this video, if there's another topic you want to talk about, feel free to call in 347-708-0216 or drop in the chat something you want to talk about. And I call this one good lesson, bad lesson. The wild card is a segment where we switch gears and move from what we're talking about to talk about something wild. You know what I'm saying? Throw that ace of spade in there. And I think we're gonna do a contest, man. If y'all down with it, man. You see how we sing when the beat is on, the wild card? We want y'all to, you know, send us a version in, you know what I'm saying, of y'all singing this the wild card. And if it's dope, we might mix it in one day with the blend. We could do that, Al. We can mix it in one day.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is do your submissions to BHLFamily52 at yahoo.com. And that's all you got to do. Dun, 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 dun. It's the wild card. And jazz it up any way you want, man. Let's have some fun with it. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
On lockdown until then. Weed fell out of his bag. Kelvin is off the team. My Kelvin? Wait a minute, man. This Kelvin. I keep telling you, it's not my weed. Kelvin, it fell out of your bag. I hate to cut him, but he's done. Here's your bag. What are you doing with my bag? Mine broke. Miss Regina told me to get one of yours from the garage. Yeah, and you had to grab the one with the weed in it. Hey, Coach, look, my bag, my weed, this ain't on him. I told you. Kelvin, get back out there. It's not like I have another offensive strategy. Nigga, that was your weed. Huh? You said it was yours. It was inside your bag. Please, I was saving your dumb ass. I know where all my weed is. So if you knew it was mine, why'd you cover for me? Because I'm your father. Okay? I don't want one dumb mistake to ruin your future. Thanks, Pops. Of course, your future won't start until you're 20. You'll be on lockdown until then.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Good lesson, bad lesson. How do y'all feel about that lesson of the father pretty much lying to the teacher after his son got caught doing something that he shouldn't have done and doing what he did to get him back on the team, and then get home and discipline him because it wasn't his situation. Producer B said condolences Tiger and his family for his mother's passing, also for the passing of Notorious Big's family and his mother as well. Yes, we send all our condolences out there. So WIZZ, I'm gonna let y'all attack that, and people in the comment, please put y'all feeling that. Was that a good lesson, bad lesson, should it never happen?
To me, it never should have happened. But
was it a good lesson or a bad lesson?
But it was a good lesson.
It was a good lesson. So you agree with what the Pops did?
Pops did, because because you don't want you're teaching him that, you're showing him that one mistake can cost you, but I'm gonna get you out and teach you. See, this could happen. This is the decisions you make and you do in life might cost you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's good that he taught him like that, but also you gotta also have that conversation with him.
Alan says Social Security checks are being cashed by a 310-year-old citizen. What? Somebody is stealing something. I have to go. Good night. God bless. Stay safe. Thank you, Ms. Sanchez, for tuning in.
All
we
right.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
Al, how do you feel about that? Good lesson, bad lesson?
So again, I believe it was a good lesson, and not just because the son gets to look at things differently, but as men, we have to learn how to cover our family and our children. And a lot of times we wind up doing things, making that sacrifice because of love, right? To make sure that they have a lot more that we didn't get a chance to have. Okay. And it starts with a certain type of discipline. Now, you don't find many fathers that's disciplining their children while saving them at the same time. And he made his son understand that.
Okay. I was torn between the two, and that's why I call it a good lesson, bad lesson. Let me read this. He shouldn't have cover for him. I for once, me and Producer P agree on that. If he doesn't learn now, then when he get older, he gonna look for his dad to cover him. Wow. I might have to play a lotto number today. I usually don't play lotto, but I swear to God, that's how I saw the message. You know what I mean? And I wanted to know, in the Black community, do we do that? Do we sometimes, because if you lie over something small, you lie over something big.
Yeah, right.
All right. So the father lied right then and there. So if I'm the son, I'm looking at him like, well, if you're willing to lie for me, because now we're lying to get you back on the basketball team. Okay. So what if it was an SAT test that he cheated on? What if it was like Edward, like Alan just said, what if he was cashing checks? You know what I'm saying? What if he was doing something worse and he said, you know what? My dad covered for me before because he knew I made this mistake. Would it have been better to let him actually go through feeling what the suspension was like and doing the right things to get back on the team? And the father could, because at first I'm like, yes, because I went through some things, you know what I'm saying? Being put out of my home, you know what I'm saying, as a kid, being a runaway at a young age. And a lot of stuff wasn't my fault, but I didn't have an adult to step in and do some things to make sure that the kid was protected. So I got where I was coming from, and I get where you was coming from. But I'm like, what lesson did the kid learn from the father lying just to get him back on the team?
Well, the lesson is that didn't come without consequences. If you listen, he told him that he's going to be in the house until he's an adult. You know what I mean? So again, yeah, you forced me into a position as your father. And as your father, I'm supposed to cover for you. Yeah. But here's the lesson, because here's the problem in our community. A lot of times when those things happen, we suffer the consequences and we never get a chance to be elevated to where we truly need to be in life. You know what I mean?
I agree with that 110%. And I even told somebody, well, maybe they should start charging kids later, you know what I'm saying, for felonies, you know what I'm saying, instead of trying to get them at 15, 16, and 17. So I get where that's coming from. But as the father, covering and lying, is that the same thing?
Well, here's the thing. None of it's right.
Right. That's why I was confused, though.
Here's the consequences for things that are done wrong. You put other people in positions to have to make decisions so that you don't have to suffer. And again, that sacrifice. I know brothers that taking bullets for their children. You understand?
I agree.
They're willing to make that sacrifice and they didn't have to. You know what I mean? So again, and here's my thing about today's world. We are those people who are willing to sacrifice for a cause so that the children that's coming up behind us could have a better life.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And we write in Black History Month, where we have a great hero of ours, Martin Luther King, who he said that I may not make it to the mountaintop with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but I know what's before me.
Yes, sir.
And he's willing to sacrifice his life so that we as a nation of people in a community can have something to look forward to. So yeah, do you tell him he's wrong? Do you tell him he don't have to cover for us? Do you tell him that he don't have to take those marches and get arrested for us?
No, hell
you see, because it's bigger than just the child having the weed. It's about the lesson and you learning something. So if we can't impart in our children, then what are we here for?
Yeah.
See, everything ain't always about a punishment. Sometimes that moral to the story needs to reflect where you are. So you could look at that thing and sit down and say, wow, I put my dad in a position, because everybody's not thinking the way that kid's thinking.
Right,
He's like,
right.
I put my dad in a position.
Right.
And you know that it wasn't mine, that it wasn't yours. Why would you cover for me?
Yeah, and that's what made me think about, was it a bad decision? Because I'm gonna speak from a father's point of view right now, because I'm able to do that. I'm a father.
Amen.
I would have covered for my child too. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it would have hurt, because all the lessons that I know that I put in place leading up to that point. You know what I mean? And one thing I tell my kids, and I guess this is the greatest thing I ever learned from one of my coaches, this line right here. It's not what you do when the coach is watching, it's what you do when he ain't watching.
There you go.
And we as coaches, as parents, you know, we try to tell you not to lie, not to steal, you know what I'm saying, to follow the commandments of the Lord, to respect your elders, to be good in your community. And you're gonna run into situations where something is gonna go wrong. Nobody's walking through this life perfect. So I'm not saying that the father was wrong, but dang, that was cutting it close. And then you look at the video more, the son doesn't even come home. Like I think I'd have been more comfortable with it if the son would have came home and said, and it made me think about today's kid, the 15-year-olds, the 16-year-olds, the 13-year-olds, the 14-year-olds. It made me think about today's kid, because the kid didn't come to him and say, Dad, thank you. I messed up. I know you covered for me. He just act like everything was all good.
Right. And that's why the father had to continue with the lesson. So let me put a scenario out there for you and WIZZ, right? I know there's many things that you brothers have been through in life. And at the moment when it happened, y'all wish there was a savior there for you.
Yes.
And if that time, at that moment, that savior was there for you, how different your life would be today.
You know, God, where's one inside first? God.
Yeah.
I did feel like that for a long time, Al, and I would say the last 4 to 5 years has been really trying. You know what I'm saying, mentally and physically.
Right.
And I started listening to Guru. He's one of my guys I listen to on IG, and he said the same thing, that you think that punishments, and I'm paraphrasing what he said, but you think that the things that you went through was God punishing you, and why me type scenario, right? But he said when you really go back and look at it, all those things you needed to go through for you to be you.
Stronger
for
today.
you to be resilient, like you said with
Right.
Malcolm and Martin, for you to be a leader, for you to know what it is like to lose, not have. That's why I value the ways I value things. And sometimes when we cover for our kids, see, that's why I dropped the ball. I was like the father in the video, protecting my kid from every little thing. And now that they're 28 and 26, how they're handling things, I'm like, I thought they would be stronger, but because I kept on putting those barriers of protection and not letting them feel a pinch, not letting them really know.
The oven.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. You know, making sure everything was so perfect that now that strength and that resiliency, that problem solving, that decision making, what you do when the coach is not watching, they're struggling with that.
But this is what, because I had it. Made me think.
It made you think?
No, because my father used to always tell me. My father would let me touch the stove because he would always tell me, "I'm not always going to be here."
Right.
So that made me think. Like I'm like, damn. The realization is, I don't know. My father probably would have let me. I'm just saying, my father would protect me. His way of protecting is he'll sacrifice of me being cut up from the team to teach me a point.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. Al, you can read the comments. I know they're building up.
Yeah, they're building up.
Go ahead, Al.
So, Ms. Purdy said the question is, did he cover for him to get back on the team because this was his way out of personal issues?
It could be, but look at what the coach said. He's my best player. I don't have no other strategy.
Right.
So were you acting up on the team because you knew the coach couldn't do nothing? Sometimes you have to lose purposely to put value in your players. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The father supported his family over society. He was right. He continued and called out the kid at home to teach why he lied and explained his side. The kid has to be the one to make the connection. In real life, the father should now have the rumor spreading faster than the speed of light. Okay. Then he says that's the first lesson. If it happens again, sure, let the kid bear the consequences. Absolutely. I was going to say that. He enabled him, which is the poison of our community, because they have to be accountable in life. As long as they have people like Dad, I can continue to do wrong. However, that behavior only grows.
See, and that's what I was worried about, because if you got me out of high school, then I'm like, okay, you know what? If I do it again, I'm gonna have a safe haven to run to. So it's like there's such a thin line between abuse and neglect, and I've been on both lines. You know what I'm saying? Where you saw abuse and neglect, and then you saw discipline. You know what I'm saying? And I felt that discipline, you have to let them go through it sometime. And I'll say this about another situation that happened. A child that we dropped off was supposed to go home. They didn't go home. Parent got upset. All right. And this kid, because they was caught up in the eye candies of the world, was a leader on a team. That is now not a part of that team. Value. Somewhere along the line, whether we want to admit it or not, and I'm guilty of it as a parent. So I'm speaking from a parent. I'm guilty of it. You let your kids get away with things so they think they can get away with it. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah. So before I just want to clarify something and give you a bit of encouragement. Okay. So me too. I'm a father, and like they did in that scenario, the first, second time, yeah, I cover my kid. But the third, fourth time, you on your own, because you should have learned from the first and second lesson. But again, what I'm finding out, I got 3 children, right? And one is two is over 40. My oldest will be 49 in July, right? And for a lot of his years, man, I'm like, I didn't raise him right. I felt I didn't give him what he needed. But both him and my other son, every time I speak to them brothers now, you know what they say to me? Dad, I remember when you said, Dad, I'm not doing that because I know what you told me. Dad, I'm moving like this because I heard every word you said. Even my daughter. That's how they come at me. Eventually, that maturity sets in, and everything that you've instilled and imparted in them, Gate, they're going to give it back to you just as you gave it to them. And you're going to be such a proud father, like, wow, I didn't think y'all was hearing me.
I'm looking forward, excuse me, I get a little choked up when I talk about my kids, because as a father, when I talk about legacy, it's not trying to toot my own horn, you know what I'm saying? It's just when they fly the nest, like what Al said, that they remember those lessons and they carry them and they support them so they continue to be like we was on the front line, you know what I mean? So Al, I'm waiting for that moment. Like I said, my kids make me proud every day. I try to let them know that because sometimes you get busy in the day and you don't get to say, I love you and I'm proud of you and I notice you and I see you. So I try to let them know that all the time, whether it's my daughter Dajanika, her Tumblr business, or Talika, what she do with the kids, very attached, you know what I'm saying? And even to Kaija now, she came in first place in her first 200 indoor the other day. Like, damn, I didn't know she got busy like that because they didn't let us come to the other shows. And it just showed. And even when we had the conversation about her friend, you know what I'm saying? Because they are both captains. And some of the things, like Al said, finally clicked. Like, oh my God, now I see why Dad says, don't do this and don't do that. Because I said, what about your team? What about your parents? The situation that you put them in at that moment. Sometimes you got to think a little bit better. I know you got some more, Al. Go ahead.
Okay. So my question is, did the kid really get his dad's bag, or did he just immediately pick it up and run with the lie knowing his dad was lying?
He ran with the lie.
The kid admitted it was his weed, not his dad's, but he was willing to let his dad burn.
Yeah, he was. And like, if that teacher was a real teacher and it wasn't a skit, imagine when that them parents in the game was over, what that teacher could be telling everybody about this parent.
Or ACS charge.
ACS charge could be a lie.
Yeah, we got Massive Vibe on the check-in.
Peace.
We got the Great 250 on the check-in.
Make sure y'all go get that north side, south side wear 250. Let them know where to find it.
Right. Food for thought. If the saying is not what you do when the coach is looking, it's not how your spouse act at home, it's how they act when they with the work spouse.
Listen, I get what you're saying. When I come home, I ain't getting no eye candy. I ain't getting no meal, no eye candy, and I gotta sleep on the couch. I'm not taking this, Al. We gotta draw the line somewhere. I'll take 2 out of 3. I'm not taking 3 out of 3.
Okay. You gotta draw the line.
You gotta draw the line somewhere, Wiz. Come on, Wiz.
You gotta draw the line
behind
the line.
Behind the line. This is behind the enemy lines. We ain't doing this no more.
Michael Salter said, this was a good show. You're like the 3 wise men. Thank you, bro.
You our lifeline. You our lifeline.
Absolutely.
There you saw.
Tasty 2000 me is on the check-in from IG.
Peace, Tasty.
Wow, that's why I like Al. He's the same as my dad.
That's dope.
Amen. Today, my father's birthday. He's always stated, ain't no second chance with that white man, different era. As I got older, I realized some people don't get another shot at a job, life, wife, etc.
You true about that. And, happy birthday to your dad.
Happy birthday.
And, you know what I'm saying? We pour out libations, you know what I mean? Because we know he's no longer with us. And I'm glad you're able to share all those lessons that you love for him, for the guys like us that, had, gaps or spaces in between where there wasn't a supportive male figure. We're going to get right into the pressure check as we continue to read these comments.
Alan said she made a colossal throw too. Yeah, that was really dope. Did. I saw that. Yeah. So let me see. We can call somebody.
Okay, so this is the pressure check time now, ladies and gentlemen, where we reach out to someone in the Rolodex, man. We got a couple people on the line. Hopefully they pick up for it because the pressure is the pressure. A lot of people be scared. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy what the pressure will do to people. Let's check your pulse. Let me see the pressure. You ready? Come on, we want to get other people's view, and if y'all want to be a part of the
That's
pressure
right.
check, y'all can.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see if the folks pick up. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Good listen, man. Like,
Yo, what up?
caller, you're live on Behind the Enemy Line.
What up?
See, that's why I be flexing on my people, because they show up for me, man. Caller, you're live with us on Behind the Enemy Lines, man. This is, tell us something. Joe, what's up, Joe? How you been, baby?
Everything's good, man. It's been a little while. What's on your mind?
Well, we got a couple questions, man. My brother Wiz got a question for you, man. We got two scenarios go down. We had good lie. Good. What I call it? Good. What did I call it? Good lesson, bad lesson. Or we had, what else we had for him, Wiz?
And the eye candy. Okay. Eye candy. Are unattainable images destroying your relationship?
We want to know, Joe. Are unattainable images destroying your relationship? Is the eye candy on social media? Is honey with that brick house messing it up for me? Or is it the guy with the gym? Or the guy with the gym?
A chick in your building. Every time she get on the building.
All right, check this out. Here's realism at all. Let me break this down to you.
Break it down.
There's nothing unattainable to you. Understand what I'm saying? The question is will you make it attainable for you? Because see, you can have a woman sitting next to you, right at arm's reach, and she could be distant, and you sit right next to her. You feel what I'm saying? So if you want something, you're gonna sure as hell to get it. But the question is it worth getting it? And is it worth losing what you have? Because see, we have what we have, but we're always curious about what we don't have. You think I'm saying? So it's just like your parents tell you, don't do this, don't do that. Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Your curiosity is gonna be like, I'm gonna go try it. Now it's gonna be a good time or a bad time, whatever you want to do with it. But that unattainable thing is nothing's ever unattainable to you unless you choose otherwise.
So now, since you said that, let me ask you a question. Is because we think nothing is unattainable. Is that the problem? Is that's what getting us in trouble and not noticing the eye candy we already got at home?
Say that one more time, please.
See, you said how everything is attainable. So there's nothing that's unattainable. So we talked about that as being lust. So since we are thinking that something is not unattainable, is that our problem? Is that making us miss the eye candy that we already have at home?
Listen, if you less than honey, that means you're missing your money somewhere, somehow, some way. You know what I'm saying? So if you have, listen, we got eyes, we're gonna see stuff. If we gonna see things. Now the question is, you could look, and the thing about it, your lady will look at that same woman and she be like, damn, she's good. And now are you gonna be like, you act like you wasn't looking? Because you probably seen her before, she probably seen the girl before you seen her.
That is true.
Right.
That is,
you know what I'm saying?
Always true.
Just know this. Just know this. Understand, you know what I'm saying? So she's looking to see, let me test this nigga. Because I'll give you a true story. I was in the car with a shorty. I was out of town. And we riding in her car. We riding, and I see this little thing on the side of the road, and I kind of turned a little bit, and I was like, damn, I'm looking too long. So in my mind, I said, I'm looking too long. So what happened? Maybe like 3 minutes later, she goes, you want to turn back around and say hi? And I was like, are you saying what, huh?
You should have said yes.
And I was like, nah, I'm good. I said, I thought I knew her.
So Joe,
you know what I'm saying?
So Joe, she didn't utter them favorite words. You like what you see?
Oh no, we wasn't on that kind of time because she could have put me on. I had to walk where I had to be on. So I had to be humble. I had to be humble at that. I had to be humble and had to make up for it later. But just understand, like, if you're gonna look, you're gonna look. You're a man. But don't stare.
You can't shift your head because they look.
No. I didn't say you. Now, if you turn around, then you deserve to get. You deserve to get the verbal abuse you get. You could look with your eyes.
Keep the neck straight. The neck gotta stay straight.
If your peripheral does not allow you to go that extra 5 degrees, nigga, keep looking straight.
Oh, she caught you.
Don't do it.
Mirror.
I said I can see my provision was 180 degrees, my man. So I'm gonna see. Listen, I can see it. I could be in New York and see a chick in New Jersey been over to pick up a quart. The vision's deep like that. So just know this. But understand, it's nothing wrong with the look. It's when you get caught looking, and then now you sitting there with your nuts in your hand talking about, well, babe, I listen. If you look, you look. Because believe you me, she's seen a couple of dudes, but she's keeping it so concealed and chill.
Right.
You don't know how many dudes she done looked up and down.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, understand, y'all are both human. She's a woman, you're a man. Y'all got imperfection in y'all. So your imperfection will show up more than others in different circumstances and situations. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But my thing is this: if you get caught up in your thing, be a man. Yeah, I seen her. She look you. Because understand, she done seen this woman. You might not see the dude she looking at, but she definitely seen the woman she was looking at.
All right, so let me ask the question like this, because I don't want to make this just about us just lusting and we can't control ourselves. We all know we're going to be human. It's the right to take a look. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the rule: look, but don't touch. Touch, but don't taste. Taste, but don't swallow. Swallow, but don't digest.
Oh.
Goddamn it,
Okay, we ain't got to go there,
digest.
bro. We ain't got to go to the swallow. You can let the swallow point out. You can let the swallow point out.
No, I don't, man. Listen here. It is what it is. It's a grown man show. So let's say in your relationship, y'all done been 10 years and decades, right? We love now, right? How do you notice if your partner is not looking at you at the eye candy no more? Like, what are the red flags you think you might see? And what should you do to adjust that?
I mean, honestly, if y'all have a good bonding union, your partner knows, your wife knows, your husband knows. Y'all know each other on a level of certain things. A lot of it is unspoken. It's not even with action.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it's unspoken. You know what I'm saying? Y'all may have this look. You come in the room, she'll do something or she'll say something. You can read her face. You know she's pissed off at you. You know when she's not in a good mood. And he knows when you're not in a good, y'all know each other. So when you see those little subtleties, that's what especially when it comes down to communication, verbal communication, then that physical stuff is going to stop right along with it.
I don't care.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get mine, Joe.
That's what it is. Like understand, like yo, if you and your wife talk,
Joe, we ain't got to talk, Joe. We just got the motion of the ocean, baby.
Yeah. But understand, when you in the motion of the ocean without a boat, nigga, you drunk.
I'm gonna be in the boat. I'm gonna play some music in the background. I have some of that. What we were talking about, we're gonna have some of that.
I don't want that.
We had the deep vote.
But hear me and understand this. Okay, even let's just say, understand you and your wife, y'all have sex, but the question is, are y'all enjoying it?
Oh, I'm enjoying mine.
No. You can have emotional. You can have emotional sex.
I'm gonna have mine. What?
I enjoy obligated sex because it's Tuesday night and we scheduled at 8.
But in therapy,
you know what I'm saying? She's just like, all right, let's just get what he gets and I'm out.
In relationships, man. In therapy sessions, they said when they schedule out during the week, it's one of the success rates that's happening. I promise you it is. I looked it up. I promise.
I can't schedule like nah.
Yeah,
you schedule.
Let me tell you something. The nigga that wrote that is probably sitting the nigga that lived by himself. So let's keep it real. Okay, let's talk about people who are in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody can listen from anybody can tell you what it looked like when they ain't in the situation.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to tell y'all that the Chucky's Cut is about to come up in 1 minute, so stay on lock with us. Before we go to Chucky's Cut, Joe, we just want to get your thought on this, and then we're gonna let you go. All right, misdirection.
So
is
good.
It true or false that women talk in circles and men talk in straight lines?
Oh man, hell yeah!
See how you
a woman? A woman will tell you. No, let me break this down. Now, what's in what circumstances?
And communication, period. In a relationship, communication, whether it is what we're going to eat, are we going to schedule sex, finances.
A simple question is, babe, how's your day go? And
okay. So now, a man to come home, my day was worse, aggravated, and he'll just leave it alone. A woman will take you from the time she left your presence, the car ride, everything is wrong that day. Everything is wrong. And the thing about it, the question is, are you patient enough and loving enough to sit there and go through the fine details of that day. Because mind you had a jacked up day too, but you got over it. But you got to understand, and no disrespect to the women, there's a man it'll happen, he'll get over it, move on. A woman would take a lot of things to heart and be a little bit more emotionally involved to it. And then when you slowly start to tune out, you heard what I said? I heard you. Yeah, that's messed up. You want chicken though? You want chicken? I'll cook tonight. You had a long, so you gotta you gotta understand. Like there's some days it may be 20 minutes. There's some days it's gonna be a whole day. But that you got to find a way to just understand what is going on with. Like it's never like he tells you exactly what it was. She'll give you instead you want the cliff notes. You want the cliff notes, but she want to give you the movie. Give me the trailer, baby. I want the trailer. I don't want the trailer. Give me the trailer. I don't want the movie.
Yo, say something, Joe. We appreciate you, man. We're gonna get into this wild card. I mean, Chucky's cut that's coming up right now.
No doubt.
And we appreciate you.
I gotta
man.
say one thing. You messed up because once you said you want chicken, how you not want chicken?
but understand it. But now I'm just saying, because the chicken was out. It was unthawed. Come on, man. It was unthawed. Y'all took the chicken out before y'all came home.
Yo, you're a mess. You're a mess. Thanks again, Joe.
This morning, y'all check it out.
Talk to you soon.
Anytime, brothers, man. It's been a while, man. Happy New Year to y'all, brothers, man. We ain't checked in a minute.
Peace.
All right, Joe.
Please keep the comments coming in, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to read all the comments before we get out of here. You know what I'm saying? As long as we got time, I'll let us. Once again, now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where you go to vote and come back. Crowd.live. The artist is Skrilla Gambino. All right, the song is called Control the Conspiracy. The code to vote is Q like Queens, N like my neighbor, Q like Queens, 9, the number 9, with a G for green like me. All right?
Right.
So make sure y'all go and vote. The Keeper Kill this track. It's off the new album that's out right now called what? Oh, no, album coming out next week, I believe, right?
Yes.
Next week?
Yep. It was Written in Blood.
Written in Blood. Shout out to our brother, you know what I'm saying?
Skrilla Gambino.
Let's do it.
It's like you're a beast, like a beast, like a beast. Marcello.
I was the one that got looked over. They couldn't see, I had to tell them niggas look closer. Foreign better on the dice, watch me head crack. If I ace, better double, get the bread back. Try to dim my light, get you gas for your shines. I wanna see the hate, they say love is blind. A push of a button is all a nigga need. That's all I need. Control a conspiracy. Say they pushing buttons, think they pulling strings. Saw smoking mirrors, it ain't what it seems. Niggas scream murder, no we don't believe you. The lies you niggas tell, shit is so deceitful. If I burnt the bridge, probably never needed it. Probably never needed it. Shit take a toll, you know life ain't fair. It's hard to compete when the talent don't compare. It's game time, I'm all about the chicken. Don't let your morals turn you to a mural, my nigga. Homie caught a still shot, couldn't get the picture. Sprawled on the floor was his last image. I was the one that got looked over. They couldn't see, I had to tell them niggas look closer. Foreign better on the dice, watch me head crack. If I ace, better double, get the bread back. Try to dim my light, get you yap for your shines. I wanna see the hate, they say love is blind. A push of a button is all a nigga need. It's all I need. Control a conspiracy. Niggas got hate for eye, never made them take a side. Wanna see their true colors, wait for the paint to dry. The wall chip, gotta get your roll on. Relationships too prolonged, can't get rich off memories or pay bills off of sympathy. No IOUs or remember me. Tried to break bread when I really should've starved them. Role players trying to move like the first option. Had to start from scratch, roll with the punches. I don't wanna kick it, but you give them cold shoulders. Don't wanna hear that bro shit, snatching by the trachea. Been moving shiesty, I know how betrayal look, can't mask it. Getting back in blood, niggas fanned out, we risk takers. Rather bear arms before a handout. Entitlement, chip on your shoulder, niggas better dip. Belt the ass, you know know how them titles I was the one that got looked over. They couldn't see it, had to tell them niggas look closer. Foreign better on the dice, watch me head crack. If I ace, bet it double, get the bread back. Get the bread. Try to dim my light, get you yap for your shines. I want to see the hate. They say love is blind. A push of a button is all a nigga need. That's all I need. Control a conspiracy.
That nigga was right. Fuck Marlo. Fuck this fucking war. All this beef over a couple of fucking corners. Don't matter who did what to who at this point. Fact is, we went to war, and now there ain't no going back. I mean, shit, it's what war is, you know? Once you in it, you in it. If it's a lie, then we fight on that lie. But we gotta fight.
Yes. Y'all go ahead and vote, ladies and gentlemen, and continue to share the live if you haven't already. We're gonna read some of the comments. You got them, Al?
Yeah, I got them.
All right, let's do
it. First red flag, you feel like something is wrong for a period of days and you address it, but they just brush it off. Eventually, you stop noticing because it becomes accepted behavior. You can see it like a bomb after the divorce. Well, I enjoyed it, but apparently I lacked the entire human body she enjoyed.
You can go buy it nowadays.
This is all personal opinion and not intended as fact. Men are too dumb to realize the middle is usually the important part. Women understand men don't look at the middle, and that's where lies are easier. Men get caught lying in the middle. Women get caught either at the start or the end. Men are either blindsided or too much trouble to lie to. Amen.
That's a lot. That's a lot right there, though.
Yeah.
I ain't think about the middle either.
Yeah.
I ain't think about the middle. Y'all ain't gotta read all mines. I talk too much. No, you don't. We appreciate all the feedback. That's because, right. Like I said, it's coming from another person's point of view. So when sometimes people don't see, they get tired of seeing the same teacher. Did I say that? So when you guys interject and say it, you know what I mean, it's coming from a different place that somebody might pick it up from. So don't ever be holding back on y'all comments. Don't ever feel like they're not important. Don't ever feel like we don't care, because we do. And don't ever feel like that you're not a part of the show. You guys are a part of the show. We applaud y'all for coming every other Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. and being here with us. Like, we can't do this without y'all. I don't think we want to do it without y'all. We need that give and take. You know what I mean? So we appreciate that. What you think, WIZZ?
Yep, we need that.
You know what I mean? So don't think that you ever write too much or you're not. You're saying too much. Everybody's feedback is wanted and needed. You know what I mean? You might open my eyes to something else. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Al, what you feel about what Joe said about how women talk in circles and we talk straight? Because that's gonna be the opening topic, I think, for next show. We're gonna get into that.
Yeah, well, it has a lot to do with their nature, because they want to have a full, drawn-out conversation, and they don't realize when we ask them how their day was, we're just looking for the trailer part. We're not looking for the full movie, you know. But again, we have to allow patience to have its perfect work within us so that we could be more attentive to what they have to say to us.
So, Big Al, what you saying is just give us the little trailer. That's it.
No, I'm saying that's what they do. Am I saying, no, I don't want to hear the whole story? I would never say that, because there's something that might have happened in between there that she really wants you to know about.
The only thing I'd be frustrated with, Al, is that I'll sit there for the whole story and still be confused at the end.
No. You ever hear the one, because when when she mad at the girl at the job, but she like in the same season, what you might get upset with her about, and they're like, but you know me, right? Yeah,
I know you.
Yeah, I know you. It was your fault.
You started the fire and you mad at us burning down. Alan said, I can't speak much on race. I feel I share the same horse pocky.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Horse pocky.
Yeah, I don't know about no horse pocky. You know what? Whatever. Oh, I'm down for that show for sure. I might ask if I can stream it on TikTok. Well, like I said, you know, we definitely gonna be on TikTok at some point.
Yeah.
And I might stream it on TikTok from my phone next show, because sometimes I do that. But I wanted to wait until I had the microphone to connect so I could wear the lavalier here, so they will have good audio as we read it. So we're working on that. And I know Al, you know what I'm saying, is the genius, you know what I'm saying? They call him Wiz for a reason. He's you know what I'm saying, he's putting it, I mean Oz for a reason. He's making it happen. He's
Yeah,
making it happen.
I'm gonna figure something out for if you have a PC, you can go live from your PC on TikTok, but they have not yet allowed that platform for Mac users. And you know, I'm a Mac user when it comes to this technology, but I can figure it out. Give me some time.
Yeah,
we're gonna be
have
TikToking it like never before.
We're gonna have y'all ready. So once again, happy Black History Month.
That's right.
Thank y'all all for continuing to support our Access Radio, Behind the Enemy Lines, Tug of War, Better Green Entertainment. Make sure y'all go get y'all some Voice to Life tea. Y'all go ahead and do that. Shout out to Metal Mastermind, Ken, Condelis, and everything they do for us. We plan to continue to grow. Congratulations to WIZZ son for joining SAE Audio School. You know what I'm saying, making it do what it do. We'll be back in about a week or so.
Yeah.
We'll have some more topics for y'all. We're going to open up with, I think, that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stop talking in circles and confusing me.
Sure, I might have to try to call you up on the plane.
Yeah, call us for the plane. We thank everybody for being in tune with us. Once again, if you want to be a part of Behind the Enemy Lines, you can reach out to me at bhlfamily52@yahoo.com. You can also find me on Gatekeeper718 on Instagram as well as TikTok. Wiz, where can they find you?
Wiz on Facebook. Wiz, Mr. Wiz _248.
And you can also find us at Behind the Enemy Lines on Instagram as well. You'll see the great picture of me and Wiz together.
That's right.
If you have any music you want to be on the artist segment, it can be any type of music. We don't care. Just email me and reach out to me, and I can tell you how to get that done. If you want to be interviewed, we also have time slots for products. Just reach out to us. I'm the gatekeeper, and I'm glad y'all was strapped in with me today.
And I'm Wiz. I'm saying,
make sure y'all continue to line up.
Line up.
Peace.
Sometimes you gotta just finally let go of what you should have been let go a long time ago. I've been trying to keep quiet, but this pain is another thing. Problems on the inside, maybe it's my mother claim. Tried to get my pops back, now he in the upper lane. Lost him the elder back to back, what a damn shame. Friends or enemies, they all starting to look the same. They say he the old head, not enough gun bars. Record too clean, how they missed all the other scars. I used to spend nights in the heck house, looking at the stars, wanting what they had, but I had to get it right. God was seen as the muscle, but me, I had bigger plans, strong frame. Insane, mainly from my inner shame. Going door to door, girls never looked at me the same. Climbing up the hill, build killers wouldn't change a thing. I used to have blaze, kidney balls from the drug spot. No surprise, he would rise to the #1 spot. Billy with the boombox, trade deuce 4-1. Had us in some hard spots, moving all the space rock. Moved to the shoes, same pain, just a new house. The field gave me dreams, helped me see a new way out. No jerseys, just teased. What a journey it would be. Smoked my first weed, never planned for the runaway. Thought it was a dream, but we really let the hammer bang. Heart pumping, overstressing if we hit something. Heart pumping, overstressing if we hit something. The block jumping, the horseshoe was really something. When things change, you change, that's the lesson. Hard lines read easy when you accept them. Hard times get easy when you accept them. Stories dropping here and I could tell a whole lot of them. Time to correct my nigga, I got the drops with them. Niggas never gave me nothing, I took a lot from them. Niggas never gave me nothing, I took a lot from them. I know pain is still relevant. 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 Gatekeeper, Better Green. The future looking bright. Just get with me. Shout out to CB, Ali the greatest.